Well, Angela, one of the things that we talked about was the fact that, in your world, the buzzword is if it does fall underneath that qualification or what they consider, we'll go over property 1 or property type 2 or 3, how much buzz that creates amongst investors because that's almost not as in a flood or anything else. It doesn't qualify for a short-term rental.
And this isn't unprecedented in what the city's doing because, Austin's already outlawed this entirely.
Yeah, I'm shocked that if they do, I just think there's going to be some sort of lawsuit against Metro or something because so many. It really just handcuffs investors from being able to purchase properties and use those for short-term rentals. Now, right now, Metro has a provision to allow properties to qualify for short-term rentals.
Right.
But there's certain specifications that properties have to meet to be able to qualify for that.
Right.
And what are those?
Well, you have to have a permit, first of all, is what Metro is really saying. To do short-term rentals itself. And there's 3 different property types that would fall underneath this. An owner-occupied property, and that would be a property like you or I or Michael, you own. It's a house that we live in at that point in time. If we applied for the permit, we'd have to bring proof that we're the owner, a copy of the deed, like tax returns, utility statements, anything to show that we are the owners of those particular properties.
And actually live there.
And actually live in the property itself.
How do they prove you live there or don't, though? Say you have a lot of money and you bought a house for cash and you just say, well, I live here.
Well, that's why you got to bring supporting documentation that should provide enough proof. Your Tennessee driver's license that shows that address on there, an ID card, voter registration, pay stubs, work IDs,
bank statements, tax returns,
IRS documents.
Okay.
So
with that as your mailing address.
Yeah,
that is your mailing address. Property type 2 is non-owner occupied, just standard rental properties at that point in time. Right now, Metro has put a freeze on type property 2s. That means they are not accepting any permits on non-owner occupied properties at all. And then the third option, type 3, is multifamily property. So let's say you got a row of townhomes that's right there, and there's 4 of them in a row. The same person has to own all 4 of them, and all 4 have to be short-term rentals. If you sold one or long-term rented one of them, then that would no longer qualify for it at that point in time.
So
yes.
you can't do them 2 different ways.
Nope.
If I see